O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Rahur quit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
Welcome to today's deep dive. You handed us a massive stack of research today, focusing on Aleister Crowley's The Book of the Law, specifically the third chapter.
Yeah, the third and honestly by far the most aggressive chapter. I mean, it claims to be dictated by this non-human entity, aiwass.
Right.
And the whole mission is, well, basically to shatter historical dogma and launch humanity into a completely new epoch.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
We have to start with the Cairo, working from your notes. So Crowley is in Egypt. It's 1904, and over 3 days, he sits down for exactly 1 hour a day to rapid-fire dictate this text.
Exactly. And to really grasp why Chapter 3 reads like a militant manifesto, we have to look at the era it's trying to violently replace.
Right, the Aeon of Osiris.
Yeah, this patriarchal age defined by restriction, original sin, religions like Christianity and Islam. The text declares that this Aeon is entirely dead.
It's basically a forced, incredibly harsh software update for humanity.
Oh, that's a really good way to put it.
Right, like going from an operating system built on guilt to this new Aeon of Horus, which runs entirely on individual sovereignty and the law of do what thou wilt. But, forced updates usually cause glitches.
They absolutely do. And what's fascinating here is how the text actually executes that transition.
Yeah, the language is intense.
Very intense. It's full of violently iconoclastic language, like pecking out the eyes of Jesus, blinding Muhammad. But looking at the psychological analysis you brought us, just to be clear, we are impartially reporting the text's method here. We're not endorsing these views.
No, of course not. It's a shock tactic.
Exactly. A linguistic tool designed to forcibly break the initiate out of their deep-rooted moral conditioning.
It's deleting the old logic by overwhelming the system.
Right. And once you delete that old rational conditioning, the text demands direct action without hesitation. It actually calls this the fall of because.
The fall of because.
Yeah, the argument being that asking why or, trying to rationalize your actions just trapped you in the intellectual labyrinth of the old aeon.
You're supposed to act purely on your true will. No, because needed to justify.
Exactly.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The text doesn't just ask you to take this radical leap of faith. It tries to provide impossible proof that a higher intelligence is actually writing the code.
The math puzzles.
Yeah, verse 47.
Yeah.
You pointed us to this verse which mentions a circle squared in its failure. But, I mean, come on. Looking at Crowley's history as an illusionist and a provocateur, couldn't he have just reverse-engineered the math to make himself look like a prophet?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, faking this specific puzzle would have been practically impossible under dictation.
Wait, really? How so?
Let's look at page 16 of the original handwritten manuscript you included. During that rapid writing, Crowley drew a really sloppy grid of letters and struck a random, quote-unquote, failing diagonal line through it.
Okay, so just a quick sketch.
Right. But decades later, cryptographers applied gematria, which is the ancient practice of assigning numerical values to Hebrew letters.
So they take the specific Hebrew letters that his hasty diagonal line intersected.
Yes. And when you calculate the numerical value of those intersected letters, it yields the value of pi to exactly 6 decimal places, 3.141593.
Oh, wow. To do that on the fly, mid-dictation in 1904, is staggering.
It really is.
And that's on top of the other anomalies your research breaks down, like the word abradabra equating to 418 in gematria.
Yeah, which mathematically tied into past events in Crowley's life that he hadn't even consciously connected yet. It convinced Crowley himself that he wasn't the author.
He actually believed he was dealing with an intellect far surpassing his own.
Right, one hiding a multi-layered puzzle his conscious mind couldn't have engineered.
So what does this all mean? Ultimately, Chapter 3 is a radical, uncompromising blueprint for spiritual autonomy.
It really demands the absolute execution of your true will.
Yeah, whether viewed through the lens of esoteric magic or profound psychological reprogramming, the material you brought us isn't just a relic.
No, it's a militant challenge to rip up the code you're currently running on and act with uncorrupted purpose.
It definitely makes you wonder what subtle or, not so subtle programming we blindly accept every day.
This raises an important question. If a 1904 text used seemingly impossible cryptographic puzzles to shock humanity into absolute individual sovereignty, what unnoticed software updates might be trying to rewrite our collective reality today?